Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 19 shows Eida and Kashin Koji talking to one another. It's mainly just a update, figure out what's exactly going on or how things are playing out as he compares it to his 10 paths. But I honestly feel like there's so much at stake for this mission. Even though it's just the first one that they have, it's kind of the first example of reliable intel. It's the only way that I think Shikamaru might be able to trust Kashin Koji and Eida and all of them kind of working together in this three knowledgeable lock. So the way that it works is Kashin Koji looks into the future, alright? Now, he's able to put together the best team possible or the best scenario to progress the story forward. Then he passes the information on to Shikamaru. Shikamaru, as the standing Hokage, would tell the ninjas or the people in his, he assembles the team and then he sends them out on the mission. So that way they're not distrusting of Kashin Koji. They don't know that he's working with Boruto. There's none of that, okay? Shikamaru will send them out and he's able to put together the best strategy for it, okay? Then finally, Eida, on the day of, or the day of the mission as they fight, she'll be able to look into it and then she'll be able to give updates to Kashin Koji. So that way it's all that three-way lock between them, okay? So that way, they have the best opportunity to change their outcome. And then finally, Boruto is on standby with Kashin Koji. He's their last line of defense. He's their last option, really. So if they need anybody to go in their last minute, Boruto's their man. He's the one that's going to do it. And I kind of like that. So technically, it's the four of them working together, but we'll see how things play out. But as of right now, I think seeing how all of this operates, I get the feeling or the impression that they're definitely going to need to succeed here. I mean, even a half victory would be great. On the one hand, I don't want to see any of the Shinju get taken out early on, but on the other hand, if they don't take it out, then Kashin Koji's information is unreliable, and I don't know how likely people are going to be able to trust Shikamaru moving forward if he keeps on getting these missions wrong. They have to have some level of success, some level of being able to withstand or to fight against the Shinju. And if they don't have any of that, then it's just kind of where are you getting this information from? How can we trust you? We failed the last time. Maybe we should just do things on our own. They'll create this unease amongst the group, and we can't have that. So it's up to Shikamaru to devise the perfect plan to rely on Kashin Koji, and then Eida on the day of to kind of give updates, and then from there they'll be able to figure out, okay, here's what's going on over here. We can plan accordingly with Kashin Koji and Shikamaru coming together with their big brains, and then Boruto as their final force. But now we got Kawaki. He's definitely going to be upgraded, so he could definitely be the deciding factor here. It's all a matter of, I guess, patience. We don't know exactly how everything's going to play out. As of right now, Kashin Koji hasn't said anything as of, understanding how this all will work out, essentially. You know what I mean? So, I get a feeling that maybe in Chapter 20, he'll give us, this is how things might play out, or we get a look at one of the ways that we could lose everything, or Konohamaru could be devoured, but we have to save him, so we have to do this, or he could lose, and then Boruto jumps in at the last second to save him when he's not supposed to, and then Jura shows up, and then they all have to escape together. It could be something like that. Something familiar in that sense. Does that, you know what I mean? Boruto acts on his own will and saves Konohamaru, but then that leads them down another path when Konohamaru was supposed to be devoured, and, I feel like that might be it. But, again, I don't know what a half victory would look like if they got one of the soul thorns, but they weren't able to use it right away. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. And even if they did get one of the soul thorns, there's a possibility that Jura might be able to, follow them to the soul thorn, you know what I mean? So holding on to it isn't very smart. It's get it and then stab it into the tree as quickly as possible. So it's kind of hard to say exactly what they're going to do or what their next step is, obviously without watching it. But I feel like that knowledgeable triangle between everybody is the future strategy moving forward. It's going to be exactly how we see it playing out right now, and understanding that Eida will be able to look into the past to understand the present, and then looking at the present so that way she can inform Shikamaru and Kashin Koji about how best to proceed and to move forward. And information is crucial, especially when you're talking about life or death here. So it's essential that she keeps looking at the battle and focusing on how can I give everybody the information that they need. So while she's in Konoha, she'll be able to give information to Shikamaru. Well, actually, she was able to give information to Kashin Koji too. So she probably has like a frog or something. No. She's able to see Kashin Koji, right? Something like that. I don't know. I don't know the exact. I think that she has a frog. I don't remember at this moment. But I'm just gonna say she has a way of communicating with Kashin Koji. She's able to update him, and then he's able to update Shikamaru, and then that way they're all in the know of like what to do moving forward. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how they flow or how it all works out, especially because Mamushi, which is Bug's Shinju, will be able to stop her from looking at them, because he'll be able to like, I see you looking at us, so she won't be able to do it for every single one. So then that's the hard part, is where do you, I guess, sort of put yourself in that moment of like, oh, this is what's going to happen, or you have to anticipate it before, because Eida can't look. You know what I mean? So that's going to be interesting to watch. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah.